All right, we are good to go. Okay, what's up, Restoration Nation? So I am so excited about tonight's call. I'm also like, my heart is racing and I'm nervous. So I just want you guys to know that there will always be things in your business that are going to challenge you and scare you. And that's a good thing because I believe that growth is where change happens. And I also believe that dreams stem from growth. And so if we constantly are putting ourselves in a position to learn and grow and become the best versions of ourselves, that we're going to really work hard to reach our goals. So for me, my mission for 2019 was to become the best leader that I could be. I feel like up until 2019, I was kind of just floundering around and trying to figure out what I was doing. In 2019, I really made it my mission to kind of step into my role as leader of this team and to really help our coaches in our downline see success. And that has happened. So tonight is going to be an awesome call where my goal, my hope and prayer that you take away from this call is that you feel inspired, you feel encouraged, you feel like you're not alone, and that you feel motivated to work towards your goals. Because the whole reason that I'm doing this is because, so if you missed it, we actually have a few new coaches on the call, which is pretty fun. So a quick recap of the past couple weeks within our team. So we did a kind of a dream belief, building belief team call a few weeks ago that I led. And it was all about building belief in yourself and what you're capable of. Well, the week after that, we did a call. We had our guest speaker, Ashley, and she nailed it, and it was amazing. And it was all about goal setting and how to backwards engineer our goals to reach them. Both are awesome. I think they're both on the team page if you want to catch up on them. And so Ashley talked a lot about really being intentional about setting time frames for your goals. So one of the things I did was I asked the team, and you probably saw the post, I asked the team, what are your goals for 2019, the last half of the year, and like what is it that you're working towards? I took that information, I've spent a lot of time looking at our team and the way we're structured, and all of your goals actually align with our big team goal for the year. So we're gonna walk through what that looks like for us together and why it will benefit you, and how together we can really create some magic in the last half of the year. So we're going to talk about the power of teamwork tonight. But first things first, so I wanted to do a fun little shout out recognition. So we have a ton of you guys who are already on the Success Club leaderboard. We have Laurel and, it's Mary. I don't know why it says March. Mary have both locked in Success Club for the month, which is amazing. We have a ton of coaches who already have points on the board. So we've got Katrina and Chelsea and Ashley, Stephanie, Lisa, Holly, and Lindsay. I was doing this at 5 a.m. So if I missed your name, I am so sorry, and I will update it in our team leaderboard. We had a new rank advancement last week with Mary. She reached Emerald, which is a big deal. And then we actually have several new coaches who within the last week have helped their first people. So Taylor has helped her first person, Ashley has helped her first person, and Lindsay, who I know is actually on the call, her first team call, she just signed up last week, and she messaged me today and she said, I'm ready to do this dang thing. And she signed up her husband today. So she is halfway to Emerald, has her first points on the board. All of that is just incredible because it means that we're doing big, bold, brave things within our team. And that just inspires and motivates the heck out of me. So I wanted to give those guys a quick shout out. So I want to get you guys to do me a favor. I want you to drop in the chat. Y'all know I love chats that are all fun and hopping, so as you're feeling led, please feel free to blow it up. How do you define teamwork? And do you think teamwork is important / why? So I would love to hear what you guys think about that. How would you define teamwork? So it's interesting. I have never been, and many of you have probably a very different story. I've never been into sports. I didn't play sports. I did upward basketball and totally flunked the mess out of it. And so teamwork, when in the traditional sense, that's what I think about in sports. And in a team environment like this, there's some really beautiful things that can happen when we bond together over a common goal. So, oh, I love it. Allison speaking my language. A group of people working together to achieve the same goal. We on the same wavelengths today. So that is exactly the answer that I wanted to hear. You get an A+. But for real, that is the vision of what we're working towards tonight. So here's where we're going to go with that. Some of you, half of you, probably were with us in the beginning of January, where I did kind of a full vision casting for the year. So this is not new news to some of you. To some of you, you probably have no idea what a lot of this is, but a lot of you already know that our kind of team goal for 2019 had some big, hairy, scary things attached to it for me. And when I get into this, I want you to know that this is about you and your goals. I formulated this game plan based off what you all have told me behind the scenes. So we are aligning that team goal with your individual personal goals. I want to help you succeed, building belief that you can accomplish your dreams and change your life. In this process, I do not want to lose the fun of Restoration Nation. I don't want a team-wide goal to sacrifice our environment. I want it to be a place that is still vibrant with energy, and we are positivity and encouragement and love, but that this is an opportunity for bonding within our team and a way for us to find fun in the challenge. So I want to hopefully cast that for sure. So our 2019 goal is an elite team. This is the top 0.02% of the entire company. Last year, only 200 coaches in the entire, maybe like 250, 100 coaches out of 450,000 coaches, teams accomplished this. So there was only a little over 200 people who accomplished this last year. And this has actually been on a vision board that I've had for the team this will be the second or third year. And we just didn't have the right people. I really have just, in the last year, our team culture has changed so much for the better. And out of all the years, I had a meeting with my corporate mentor this past Friday. We have a new corporate rep for our region, and he is absolutely amazing. And he was talking to me about this 2019 elite goal. And this goal has been so scary for me because I was putting a lot of pressure on myself and not really cluing you guys into, hey, this is what we're doing together. And it's really a together thing. And he looked at me on that call and he said, Rachel, there is absolutely no reason why Restoration Nation could not be an elite team by October. He said, there's absolutely no reason. You could have this in the bag as a team by October. And I'm going to show you why, but I want that to empower us to be like, heck to the freaking yes, our team is amazing, and we are helping so many people. On a show of hands, if the Babes and Bolts group has like given you life and energy in your business. Is it not amazing to be a part of such a community that's on fire? I absolutely have loved that. And so we're going to take that energy and joy, we're going to translate it into business in the next 6 months. So how close are we to this goal? I'm going to break down the categories so you understand, because some of you are different learners. I'm visual. But we have all the categories locked in but one, and we're going to talk about that. So the why. It's easy to get stuck in and here's what I really want you to know is I have fallen trap to the last couple of years of not setting a time frame for myself to move my business forward in rank. And I have kind of been wandering aimlessly for 2 years as I've been figuring out how to run my business. And I don't want to just settle in business. I want us to be living up as a team to our potential, reaching our goals. And it seems so far off that we don't put timelines in place to encourage that growth and that change. So ultimately what happens is frustration's going to set in. You're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels in your business. You're going to want to quit. And if you make the choice to take massive action and overcome fear by putting that deadline on yourself, by saying, I want this at this date because, what is it that I'm working for? Because. And that team-wide goal aligns exactly with that. So we have new coaches on the team. So I want to talk to you about the one area that we're missing for Elite is rank. And I hate talking about this because I want you guys to know you don't have to be a certain rank to be financially successful in this business. I am a diamond coach, and I made $11,000 last month. Insert income disclaimer so legal doesn't get mad. You do not have to be the top rank in the company to be successful financially, but you're not going to make the money that you want unless you're pushing your business forward and growing. I mean, how huge would it be? I was thinking back when I was a diamond coach, how much money was I making? Anywhere from at least 200 to up to 1,000 as a new Emerald coach. So it just was based off efforts. So the rank that we need in order to be an elite team is 5-star. We are currently a diamond team with a lifetime rank of 2-star. For those of you who are new, this is gonna be like so over your head and we can talk about it one-on-one and it's totally okay. But as a new coach, this graphic here on the left, your first goal is Emerald. And if you are wanting to earn income outside of commission, that's your first step. All it is signing up one person on the left, one person on the right. I signed up my hubs and my mom, and that's how I hit Emerald. And I actually used them to build to Diamond because they were my builders underneath me. Jen, who's on the call, I was one of hers. So she signed up her husband and then me. And I was a pain in the neck, and she paid my business fee for 3 months because I didn't want to coach, which is kind of crazy when you think of it now. So you don't have to have 55 business builders to reach Diamond. But here on the right, it shows you how a 5-star is structured. One leg, you have to have 2 diamonds. So 2 diamonds on the left, 3 diamonds on the right. And that is all it is. So we're going to talk about how this works for our team. And my mission with this, before I go any further, as a leader, it's my job to show you what is possible. It's my job to show you that you can reach your goals. And I lead by example in the fact that I'm willing to do the hard work and grit and be that inspiration for you, because there's nothing different from me than you. There's nothing different from a top coach and me except time and consistency and hard work. And I know that if I am committed to those things, to learning and being consistent and helping as many people as I can, there's nothing different in me than those other people. And the same goes for you. There's nothing different in anybody on this team. We all have the potential to reach crazy, amazing goals in this business. So I actually think I put the sides out of order. That's just how I roll, apparently. So a 5-star elite team. If your name is not on the board, there's one of 2 reasons for that. Number one, it was 5 a.m. when I was making this. So I tried to double check and make sure I had everyone on there. If you're not on there, it messaged me. 2, you could be underneath a coach that's listed on this board. Every person on this team matters. Every person plays a role in accomplishing a goal like this, because your subscription to Shakeology counts. Your helping your own people get to Emerald counts. So we have the way it is you are, hopefully you all know you're at the top, and then you have a left and a right leg. For our team, these are the builders that we have on the left leg. Look at the top portion, because those bottom legs are actually it broken down. So when you get to 2-star, you get to open another business center. A lot of you are in that business center, which is awesome. But it does not necessarily help us to rank. So we need to get Donnie to Diamond and my second CBC to Diamond, and then we would love to have another Diamond on that side. We've got Allison on that side. Allison is real freaking close to Diamond, so she is gonna crush it this year, I know it. So then on the right leg, we've got a whole bunch of women who are looking to build a successful business as well. Every person matters in this team goal, and we just need 2 on the left and 3 on the right. And here's where this comes into play. So I want you to see how incredible we have done this year. And this is not just a me thing. This is a we thing. So with Elite, there are different categories to reach. Acquisition PV, it took me forever to figure out what that was. All it is basically my recruiting plus my Success Club numbers and overall retention and team volume growth. That means we're helping people. Month after month, we're helping people get started on their health and fitness journey. We're encouraging them to stay on their Shakeology. We are rocking it. Hey, guess what? We needed 50 points in this category. They max you at 50 points. You wanna know how many points our team has because Restoration Nation is a boss? 123 points. In July, top coaches are still working to lock in this category in July, and we've blown it out of the water. Like, you guys are so incredible. It's been an amazing year already. So our personally sponsored coaches, Hitting Success Club, that category is maxed. That means coaches that signed up in 2018 and 2019, Holly is one of them, Jordan is one of them, Stephanie Rollins is one of them. People hitting Success Club, that counts towards this category. We've maxed that category out already in July. This is crazy. Okay, new coaches +1. That means that our new coaches have helped one person. Lindsay just helped one person today, so she helped us in this category. That's incredible. We are changing lives one person at a time. So the rank is the one area. So all of those areas we're done. We don't even have to worry about it anymore. And this rank is the last piece of the puzzle. Currently, we're listed number 60 in the network and number 17 in the region. So what now? Some of you are watching this and you're like, okay, this is fine. This is cool. Like, yeah, let's do it. And your heart is already telling you, I'm not good enough to reach that goal. I'm not good enough to be part of this movement. I'm going to cheer them on, but I don't think I'm actually going to reach that goal. I'm going to challenge you to stop that mindset in its tracks and say, I am going to do big things because I believe that I am worthy of that change. I believe that I am capable of what my heart desires. And so many of you on this call, I want you to think about, get in touch with the reason that you're a coach. You want to help people. Yes, we all do. That's what draws us to coaching because it rewards us. It fills us up. But we also want to change our family's life financially. An extra $200, $300, $500, $1,000 and up would change so many lives within this team. Hold on, we have some chats. Chelsea, I'll answer that question at the end. Good question. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, I want you to take a deep breath and remember that fear is a choice and that we are going to shoot for an amazing goal because we have potential to live up to. Let me think of it this way. I did the math earlier today, and that may be on my next slide, maybe somewhere. I did the math earlier today. If we hit Success Club, that's 3 people a month. If you help 3 people with discount coaches, you would sign up 15 coaches between now and the end of the year. How many of you would love to have a team of 15 people or more underneath you by the end of the year, right? That also means that $750 or more, that's just your minimum. That's just commission. That's it. That's not you building your team and generating bonuses. You're going to earn an additional stream of income for your family that is going to be more of a reoccurring thing. Every single month you get this extra paycheck because your team is growing. So here's the strategies on how to do so. Accountability chats for business building activities and community. I want this to be fun. I want us to have an opportunity to really work together towards a common goal. And there's a reason why at the end, so stay with me. There's magic in allowing others to encourage you to reach your goals. So I don't know if you can relate to this. When things get stressful and you are in your head with doubts and you're thinking, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't find any business builders. I can't do it. What does anybody else turtle shell and retract from the situation? Anybody else? That's my knee jerk. I want us to get rid of that in this team. I want it to be an opportunity where we are literally living life and loving on each other every day through this common goal. That coaching is a piece of the puzzle, but we become this girl tribe of women that just desires to see each other succeed. And that we can break, because together we can break through that. If you're in a pod of 6 people and you see Jordan is killing it and Holly is rocking it and you start to feel left behind, you're going to be like, girl, okay, now I got to get my ish together. I've got some stuff I need to do. I have some invites I need to send. It will motivate you to make change in your business. I found out about an amazing group that I had no idea existed. It's a diamond group with corporate. This is for people who are working towards the goal of diamond, which everybody should be doing because that's really kind of your first stepping stone for income growth. And all diamond is 8 coaches underneath you. It's not super complicated, but in this corporate group, Kevin Shaw, which is kind of a corporate mentor for Emerald to Diamonds, he has created a step-by-step training where you go through this group with him and he messages you individually and he says, okay, you turned in your tracker, here's what you rated yourself, here are areas based off what, and because he's not emotionally attached to you, he can give you constructive feedback and you're held accountable to him to reach this goal. He's had more diamonds pop because of this group than ever before. So I'm going to provide that to you. If you love accountability and structure, it's going to be your jam. I talked about hitting Success Club with discount coaches. We went over that. So that's where that went. Okay. So how do we go about doing this? Again, we're looking to grow 5 diamonds within our team is the mission, whether that's helping some of the other business centers advance and everybody holding Emerald, whether that's you yourself advancing to diamond. Everybody plays a significant role in this. How we're going to go about that, I'm going to provide weekly or monthly updates in our team goal every single month as I get the report and let you know where we stand. We're going to focus. This is our focus. And y'all, it is so simple with Morning Meltdown 100. We're going to focus on leading with results. That's our mission. We are going to get crazy results with Morning Meltdown 100, and we're going to share the mess out of it, and then we're going to take bold action towards our goals by asking people if they want to join us, and could I help you change your life? Consistent power hours, that's just your daily business activities, leaning into that accountability instead of allowing fear to make you hide from your dreams, and more sneak peeks and a better onboarding system. I'm working on those last 2 myself. So here's my promise to you. Because the whole reason I was afraid to talk to you guys about this is because I didn't want this to be about me. I didn't want it to be about a me goal. I wanted it to be about Restoration Nation. And I hear you guys behind the scenes, and so many of you so desperately need this financially. And I was talking to Donnie this morning. Oh gosh, I knew I was gonna cry. I was talking to Donnie this morning, and I wish you guys, because so many of you weren't here 4 years ago and didn't see that I didn't believe that I could do this. I didn't believe that I would have 11 people on this call tonight. Like, I didn't believe that people were going to actually want to join me. I never believed I was going to have a team. You know what I did? I just showed up. I led with the results. And he asked me this morning when I was really struggling with bringing this to you guys, and he said, Rachel, what if this could change your coaches' lives the way that it's changed ours? We paid off debt twice. We got to go to Disney World. There are things that we've been able to do for our family financially. When my husband was out of a job for a month, I floated our family financially. The things that we are working towards as a family would not be possible if I hadn't done the scary things in the business. And he said, this is your scary thing now. This is my scary thing. And so as a leader, I want to step up and tell you that I promise to be your support and encouragement and belief in your goals. I promise to show up daily right there alongside you. I promise to take action right there alongside you. I'm going to help you lead your leaders. I want to empower you with the tools to succeed in your business. And I want to be that support that you need so that you, maybe if you don't believe you can reach your goals right now, I'm going to come beside you and we're going to work on them together. Whether you're my personally sponsored coach or not, anyone within Restoration Nation is family. We call ourselves Restoration Nation family for a reason. And so I promise to be in the trenches with you. So why this call? I have to show you how to lead a team into action, because truth be told, Diamond is just step one. I know that we kind of put Diamond on this pedestal like it's the be all end all goal. Y'all, diamond is just step one. And so if you are wanting to lead a team to success down the road and you're wanting to build a solid foundation financially, I need to pave the way and show you how to cast that vision and show you how to do things that are scary and show you that goals are worth working hard towards and succeeding, or worth working hard towards and failing and still keeping on. So your belief in yourself grows when you see what's possible, just like mine has grown watching other leaders in the network. And I talked about what Donnie said this morning already, and then I started crying. So now here comes step 2 of Harry Scary Goals. So this vision of Elite is something that we are so close to. There is no reason why we could not come together and make this happen. And I want to give back, because this is something that I want you to believe in yourselves. And so when you reach these goals, I want to reward you for this as well. So I am going to be taking my leaders on an all-expense paid cruise vacation in the spring of 2020. This is hindered on us hitting Elite, because if we don't hit Elite, then I won't get the bonus that I need to pay for this trip to take you on. And so that's our vision. That's our goal. I was looking at cruise prices today. I'm going to pamper you for all of that hard work. So this is going to be a diamond vacation for our leaders. I know that we actually have people on this call who are leaders of some of our leaders. So trust me when I say that everyone's going to be well taken care of, and we'll figure out the details. But that I will be taking the leaders of this team on a vacation next year if we hit Elite. And I want you to be one of the ones that get spoiled on this amazing cruise to the Bahamas. We'll figure out where we're going. But I want this to be an opportunity where we get to go and bond as a team, like a fun girls trip. So now that I can literally go throw up now, because this is so exciting. I've been wanting to do a diamond retreat for forever, but I can tell you one thing. I've been mentored by another leader in the network, and she said, Rachel, sometimes you're going to have to do things that you're not sure that you're ready for and figure it out along the way. And I was like, this is something I want to treat you guys to if we can hit this goal. So that's part of the Harry Scariness. So my question to you is, will you run with me? Will you be willing to take action and dream big and change our lives in the process? Our team motto is Restoration Nation, restoring lives one body, heart, and mindset at a time. And quite honestly, I want to add in there finances, because I want it to become a restoration of finances too, because so many people on this team need that. And I want to be able to come alongside you and make that dream happen. So we had a question in the chat. It was a really good question. So Chelsea asked, so let me scroll back up because this is a very good point. Chelsea is in my second business center. Basically what a business center is, you get to open up a second you. So there's literally a Rachel 2 in my downline. I paid for a challenge pack. I put orders through myself. It's kind of bizarre, but it's phenomenal for income. Chelsea is actually in my second business center. She said, if I hold diamond for a few more weeks, does that help us qualify for another star? So the second business center has to hold diamond. Your star does not count towards the overall 5-star, which is literally the biggest armpits ever. And I complained to the corporate guy about it. But you staying diamond helps us keep that closer to diamond. We're missing, in all honesty, we're missing 1 emerald on the left leg. So the names on the left side, right here under the second business center, those, if one of those pops emerald, will be diamond, and we can have that as one of our diamonds for 5-star. But we have to hold it. So any other questions? I'm gonna stop screen share, and you guys can see my red smutty face. I know it was a lot of information, and I know that I know it may not make sense to everybody. And my hope is that you just know that. Oh, Chelsea has a question. Hold forever or for 6 weeks. When we go into qualification, it'll be a team movement. So it'll be like, hey, We've got Diamond in Rachel's second CBC. Donnie's is actually really close to Diamond again. Jessie Jackson is in that, and so when she goes Emerald, we'll go back Diamond there. And so we will all together go into qualification at the same time. So obviously you want to keep Diamond for your own personal gain, but when we go into qualification, we'll do it as a group. Say it again. I'm unmuting you, go.
Is it 6 weeks?
Yes.
So isn't qualification 6 weeks?
Yes. Okay. So in order, we have two options for elite. We either have to be a 5-star team for 6 weeks, so you have to hold it. Everybody hits their goal, and then we got to hold it. we can't breathe with a sigh of relief until it's done. So we got to hold it for 6 weeks. It's actually 5 weeks, because on the day of week 6, it's actually 5 weeks. So, or we have to be a 5-star team for 1 week in December. So if we go into qualification 1 week in December, we'll nail down elite. So does that make sense? Hopefully. Now, for those of you who are coaches of other coaches, your role matters, because when you're building your business too, it helps the entire team. So this is going to be a team thing, and we just want everyone to be reaching goals across the board. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want everybody to be crushing it at life across the board. So we're going to start by mentoring every single week, power hours on Tuesdays like we've been doing. And then I would love, if you have questions or feedback, or you need one-on-ones, please message me, because that's I said I'm going to come alongside you, and I want to help you to reach these goals. So any feedback on this that anybody wants to give? No? That's okay. So I hope this was encouraging to you. I know it's not our traditional team call, especially if you're new here. This is not our normal team call. So next week we have a guest speaker. Her name is Stephanie Mayalki, and she's one of my good business friends, and she is mama to 2 littles. She's pregnant with her 3rd. She runs a 6-figure business, and she does it all in the cracks of the day. So she's going to talk to us next week about how to really step into our leadership within our own goals, and to rise and rank, advance, and grow our team is her vision, because she's good at that stuff. So I'm talking to her team on Thursday. So. All right, I'm done rambling. I love you guys, and I'm really proud of being a part of such an incredible unit of girl bosses and friends. At the end of the day, you guys are my friends, and I'm just really thankful for that. And I'm excited about the last 6 months of this year, and going on vacation with some of you, all of you, next year. So that's it. Same time, same place. We have mentor calls tomorrow night. So Coach to Emerald at 8. And then Emerald and up at 8:30. So if you have questions, shoot me a message. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.